Hey everyone, it is Wenli and Sirius coming to you from Fate of the Empress. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about Summer Cruise. It is the newest event that has been released since I started the game last November 2022. Man, I can't even keep track of years anymore. Okay, so let's talk about it. There are 6 different stations here in the event Summer Cruise. And some of them are free to play and some of them are pay to participate. So you want to be sure that you're aware where you can play for free and where you can't. So 2 spots that you can play for relatively cheaply is this Azure Realm, which has these little chibi warriors that face off, and you upgrade your team's equipment in Grand Guard Station. And then there's 3 different sections you can use to level up. There's level up here, just like on your heroes. There's gift, which you can improve up to 100. I finally got it up to terrible. I think it was like horrible to begin with or something like that. Or maybe it was just terrible and I haven't gotten it past terrible yet. I want to make sure I'm recording my voice. Okay, good. The microphone is on. Wen forgets these things sometimes, so... And the second place, you can, there's like these skills I just found you can level up. So that's kind of cool. I did not know. Okay, so that's what these little river jades are for. Got it. So you can find these in the shop. I haven't seen them dropped from any of the fights yet, but you can find them in the shop. All right, so you can upgrade your skills. You can upgrade the Chibi Warriors level, and you can upgrade their gift just like we can with pets. And the other section you can upgrade is their weapons. So let's see. I do have enough to upgrade this one a bit. So that will increase their stats, and how you get these weapons and gear is actually kind of funny. Like every fifth enemy that you meet drops 2. So when I started, my little warrior had nothing, and then at round 5 I beat that, and then it dropped his leggings and boots, and then round 10 it dropped the sharp sword and the breastplate, and then round 15, or I think round 10, I ended up getting Li Nuo, and then at round 15 it dropped leggings and boots, and probably at round whatever 20 or whatever it'll drop again still like these other 2 gear. So, and as you go along, so it says clear stage 25 to get the next dude, you build your team. So you can keep increasing your might of the enemy, and then there's the drops. I think probably the best drop of all of them is, and the drop which you can use outside of this event is Ribblegrass. All right, so that's the guard station and a match, and you can buy up to 10 additional motivation, which is like your stamina for fights, and it's like 10 ingots per round, so 100 ingots for 10 motivation, and that's as many as you can buy in a day. So you can do 20 rounds of fighting in a day, and that's it. I'm not particularly interested in Lotus Nemesis, the new relic that they have to release, and I've already upgraded my Divine Jade completely, and I'm already working on my Oracular Seedling. So these prizes don't really, titillate me, as you will, but the Realm Shop has some interesting things once you get completely upgraded, or you get to a certain point, these unlock or something. So hopefully they unlock, because, having a few more Nimbus Jade would be cool. And if you're really interested in that Lotus Nemesis relic, then there's also these Lotus Nemesis spirits in this shop. So if you are looking at this in 2024 and thinking, well, wait, that's not the prizes I have. They change them every time, but the basics of the event will probably remain fairly similar. So this might give you an idea of what's going on. And this is your drop rewards for each stage and your progress rewards also. Okay, so I guess at stage 100, they start giving oracular seedling spirits. That's a little interesting to me because they are a little hard to get. So these stages might be interesting to me. All right, so you've seen the realm shop, and a fight is pretty basic. You just click fight and it throws some dust in the air, and then the guys come flying out, and then, you know, when the dust settles, you know who won. The end. That's how to do Azure Realm. Ocean Treasure is a little trickier. It is a lot like Spring Festival's Lotus fishing event, but instead of getting like free chances or chances you can win with event tokens or buy with event tokens, you have to actually spend spend ingots here. So it's 5 ingots per pearl hook, and then to totally clear the whole thing, let's see, what does clear do? I don't even know what clear does. Let's see, does it even say? Reward, refresh, no. To completely clear the entire thing and get all of the points, you need 60. So that's 300 ingots. I tried just buying like 150 yesterday, and I only got like this much, and then like this, and then this jellyfish. So there was like a lot of the stuff on the left on the bottom of the ocean floor still. So, you know, here's my records, my ripple grass. So jellyfish have 50 ripple grass, and if you miss, you get 2 as like pity points. And then starfish have 10 and coral have 5. So if we counted, that's like 150 ripple grass plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, plus 240, that's 390 ripple grass plus all these coral. So 1, 2, 3, 4, oops. I don't want to have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's another 125. So 415, about 415 ripple grass for 300 just to clear the whole thing. Let's see. I spent 150 yesterday, and I wasn't even able to clear really half of it. But I did get all 3 jellyfish. I think I'm going to try that today, like just to see what happens, and you guys can see too. So I want 60. You have to buy 60, and you only get 60 chances in a day. So if you accidentally touch the screen now and send your little fish hook down to get something, you will no longer be able to clear. So I tried yesterday. I was like, oh, what's this clear button, after I'd already been fishing for a few. All right, let's see what happens. Yes, I want to use all of them and clear the whole thing. So, oh, I got 525. So a few more ripple grass than I expected. But it clears the whole thing. It does the whole thing for you. So if you have a lot of ingots, you can do that and not waste all the time it takes and disappointment when you miss something. Or you can just do a few, whatever is up, you know, whatever's good for you. You just tap the screen to send the hook in the direction you want, like aim it, it's going to be an angle, and then it will do its work and then catch whatever it's going to catch. So once you've tapped, there's nothing more you can do. So it's not that hard. All right, so that one's pretty easy. Spirit Pet is extremely easy. You just click on it and feed it, and in this event, a fabled tapir is going to be the prize, but in the Korean event, like, there was something else. I think it was chungwang. So you feed the pet once a day and you get a prize. So today I got 10 magnolia berry and some ripple grass, and then it tells you what tomorrow's prize is going to be. So that one's pretty straightforward and free and easy. The one that people have the most trouble with, and I did too, like I messed up my first turn on this also, because I didn't realize that leave meant all the opportunity you have at that city is done. So let's talk about the parts of the map. There's going to be these 3 options, of which you get to pick one, and once you have tapped, you cannot go back. So be clear that once you have tapped one, you will not be able to go back and try again. I tried to leave so I could find out what the other ones were offering, and that was a mistake. I should not have done that because it skipped my chance. So the other thing is, the other portion is the exchange shop. This has, once the event is done, this has all the prizes that you can possibly buy with your asset that you gain from trading. And basically what you're trying to do is go to these trade houses and you're trying to get a good bargain. Now, if you bargain all the way through the trader's patience, they will increase that price exponentially. But if you bargain 1, 2, or 3 times, they may reduce that, and it'll show you like green is first, the mood will be green and 100, and then it might be like slightly yellow, and then yellow again, and then maybe the 3rd or 4th bargain, it will, your opportunity to have saved money and gotten a deal would end. So I've already traded here yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and and I wanted to tell you guys a couple things. So one is, this is the capacity, and you can increase your ship's capacity. It will cost you asset to do so, but it also means you can carry more goods, which can be very helpful because it's not so limiting what you can take with you to the next city. So I do absolutely think that this is a good idea. I've already purchased, this is my 2nd time purchasing additional capacity. This event is 35 days long, so do keep that in mind, but also try to upgrade your capacity a little early on so that you can, don't spend all your funds on upgrading up front because you need funds to buy and sell. But as you have 500 extra, like maybe once a day for the first few days, 500 extra, then, increase your capacity by 10. And then when you're doing better and you have like a lot more funds and you're making more money because you had more capacity to carry goods, then, maybe buy 2 a day. I've played another game called Call Me Emperor that has a really great trading game system. And this one's nothing compared to that, but it's sort of similar. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this city so I can show you what a fresh city looks like. Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice is these 3 guys are available. If you go fishing, you can ask for tips and it'll give you a couple goods. I haven't actually gone fishing yet because I feel like that's like a risk. Like maybe I'll get more goods, but maybe I won't get any at all. 2 is to make inquiries, and 3 is to walk around. And then there's a 4th option that pops up, which is like the business option, and you can use that too. So these are ways to get like a couple free goods in each city. So I would definitely do these first. Okay, so I can trade a large XP pill for fishing tips, or I can just go fishing. So I'm going to trade the XP pills, and I got 2 ceramics. So then I go to the trade house and see what their deals are. So currently at the fresh, I haven't clicked the bargain button down here yet. This is what the cost is. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to offload. Well, I could. Like that's an 8 asset increase, which is basically like 50% profit on that. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all my rice. ironically, when you bargain, it will not increase, like when these prices rise, it won't increase the price over here. Whatever the first base price is on this side, this city goods side, and is the selling price for the own goods for the entire round, which I really think is unfair, because if the price changes, then it also, like, your selling price should change. All right, so that's my whining for today. All right, so let's see. I have 5 ceramics. My original cost was 53, and don't trust this number completely, because it'll take the lowest number from anything you've purchased and it won't average it, which I find to be a very big flaw. Like if I purchased 10 at 100 and then I purchased 5 at 50, like it'll say 50, but it won't count like the 10 that I purchased at 100. Like I think that would be like 75 would be the average for that. Someone help me with my math. Okay, so but they should average it and they don't. So just be a little bit aware of that. And then, you know, the sale price. So it's actually pretty good because 2 of these were actually free. So my profit on that would be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and sell those. Let's see, I'm only 13 asset difference here, so I'm going to hold off on that. And this is only 6, and it's a big price, so I think I'm going to hold off on those. And I have plenty of room to hold 11. I have 59 more slots, so I think that's fine. So I don't have anything else here that I want to buy right away because the deal's not good enough, but let me bargain and see if I can get a better deal. So 93, I'm still at a green spot. My bamboo flute is down 7%. That's pretty good. Let's see if I bargain again, what happens. Okay, so it's put me in the yellow zone. So if I roll again, if I bargain again, I might possibly end up in the red zone. So sometimes what I do is I spread my risk and I buy, okay, so that is pretty good for a bamboo flute. If I run into a good price, like maybe I can sell some for a pretty good profit. So maybe I'll buy 5 of those right there at 88. Then, like, I look at the Jinmo wine. Well, like, people probably like wine, and it's down 7%, so maybe I'll buy 2. But I don't think that this Dukang by Joe wine is a good deal. It's only down 2%. Like, I can't really make a profit on that. So I'm going to bargain again and see what happens. Okay, so the bamboo flutes ended up down at 17% off. So maybe I'll buy like 2 more of those. And you'll see how it says original 87, prime cost 87. Well, maybe it did average out a little bit. I can't tell. Someone do math for me, okay? And the Jinmo wine is now 170. And I bought it for 186. So maybe I'll get a couple more of those. So I do want to make sure that I'm taking a look at my funds up here. I don't want to run out because maybe I'll run into a really good bargain in another city. I don't really think this Dukang by Joe wine is a good deal right now. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to try bargaining again and see what happens. Okay, I hit the red area and now it's all up in the air. Everything's increased in price. So my ability to buy more is done. And then I can look at the exchange shop. There's nothing more to do here. I'll just leave and go to the next one. So that's the basic process. I hope that this is helpful for you. It's been confusing for some. There's like a ranking system apparently for total gains. Obviously, I haven't gotten that. And I don't know how these people have gotten such huge gains already. That's pretty impressive. Chaylin must be an awesome business person. And then there's a rewards tab for telling you like what will happen. So when my total gain is 5,000, I get this. When it's 50,000, I can get that. When if I win any rankings, these are the prizes, that kind of thing. And this is like the, oh, okay, so it kind of has a price predictor too. That's helpful. So look at the chart once in a while. Oh, and there's somebody else trading, I guess. All right. So look at the chart once in a while. You might find something helpful. Okay. So, you know, maybe in this city it would be good to pick up antlers to sell elsewhere. Or maybe in this city it would be good to pick up coral to sell elsewhere. So take a look at that. All right, so that is the ocean voyage. And then we get into the money parts. So Nautical Divine is this how do I say it? Like a memory match game. But the only way you can get a shell to play with here is, of course, there's no way to obtain that item. Well, then why do you have this here? So the only way is to purchase 300 jade, and then it grants 1 luster shell, and you can do this a maximum of 3 times daily. So that means if you purchase 900 jade, you can get 3 chances at this. And if you have really good memory and fast skills, because it looks like there's a timer, then maybe you can get all of these prizes plus this one, which you get to pick. Like you can select that. There's 10 left. Now, do I think that compared to paying 2,000 jade for this one full moon, is this a good deal? Sure. If you're going to buy the jade anyway because you have air classes that need to be done, if you need it for something else, then is this, you know, fine. Sure. Like, if you can get a lot of mileage out of that 300 jade, then that's great. If you are on a limited budget and your life does not revolve around this game, this might be a good activity to pass. So if I happen to buy 300 jade at some point that's accumulated and I end up getting one of these shells, sure, I'd play it, because otherwise that'd be a waste. But am I going to participate in this Nautical Divine and like spend 300 jade intentionally just to get a shell? No, I'm not going to do that. But you do what makes you happy and works for your budget. All right, so Glittering Delight. This is another one where I kind of messed around with this one yesterday because I was like, let's see what is up with this. So now I understand it a little better. So every ripple grass grants 1 Glittering Delight XP. So when you earn ripple grass from different things, then you'll get some XP here. It says 169 XP. I guess it's not exactly 1-to-1 because I just earned a whole bunch of ripple grass and oh, okay. So you have to earn 500 XP here to get to the next reward. So in order for me to get to 5, I need to earn 31 more ripple grass outside. Or they have these packs that you can buy, which I'm not entirely sure is a great deal. Like, you might want to think hard about your budget and what you want from life versus this game. As you can tell, I'm feeling that friend times is a lot greedy, and it's not necessary. Like, people can buy a lot of real life things that they need rather than spend so much money on this game. But that's sort of my attitude. If you have like $1,000 a month that is disposable income and you can play this game that way and spend that much here, I am 100% like, that's great for you. I wish you the best, and I'm happy for your financial situation. If you do not have that kind of money to spend on this game, then don't spend it. Give yourself a budget of how much you would spend for entertainment in the month, and stick to it, because this game is not worth going into debt for. This game is not worth not having enough food in your fridge for. Like, check your priorities and remember to check how much you've purchased in the game, because there were a couple months where I spent more than I intended to. It didn't get me into any kind of financial trouble or, stress or anything, but I was like, wow, that was so easy to spend, $300. Wow. And I didn't even realize it until I had gone back and done the math in my account. So just be aware that it sneaks up on you, and you want to make sure that you're doing the things that are good for you and making your life happy in the long run. All right, so let's see. I did buy this yesterday just to see what would happen. I paid the 100 jade and did that. You can change all these prizes. So I went in and I messed around just to see what was available. I mean, ripe ginseng is always hard to get. So I thought, okay, well, I really could use more of that. And bamboo also is something that I need so much all the time, because the bamboo is for talent, and talent is how you open new sections of the trial tower. So I set that for that. And then, you can just fuss around and see what's there. But you can change these prizes daily if you want. Okay, so that's what's here. I don't really think it's, necessary, or unless you have a really big goal or a big budget to spend money on this event. But that's what this event is about. This glittering delight is definitely geared towards money. There's also this treasure hunt, which is it'd be cool to get the godly taper egg. That's cool. In order to get to this, to open and unlock, you have to, unlock glittering delight level 100. So go back to rewards and then go to 100. So all the way at the end, there's an outfit in here, which I think this is set up a lot like Dream Token. So there's 150 possible levels with a galaxy gearbox at the end. But you have to get to level 100 in order to unlock the treasure hunt. So when you're approaching games in the activities like this in the game where there's money attached in some way, you want to make sure before you commit to doing it, because it's a slippery slope once you do, that it's not going to end up snowballing the amount of money that comes out of your account unless you're okay with that. So just a little tip from Wen. Alright guys, that is all of the information I have about Azure Realm. I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope that you enjoy playing, and enjoy playing in a way that is going to keep you happy even after you're done playing the game. Have a great day. Help each other out.